Alright, so first things first, let's get some textures made. So here I've got LibreSprite. I just went to LibreSprite and clicked on downloads. So I'm downloading. I want the one for Windows as a zip folder, which is going to take a second. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to open this. We're going to, oops, you can't see that. We're just going to right click on this thing here and we're going to hit, where is it? Extract all. And then here we're going to pick a spot that looks like a decent place to put this. So I'm going to go ahead and just extract it into my downloads folder. You might want to put this in a better spot on your machine. I'm doing this solely for convenience. So then we've got this thing, and we just want to find the LibreSprite.exe and open that. Should be noted, this was a program suggested to me by a student. I am pretty beginnery with it, so you may have to bear with me as I struggle to actually do a good job with it. So I have here my LibreSprite, and I also, in my downloads, I went and found an image for wheat seeds in Minecraft, and they look like this. I didn't actually find the exact texture file because I don't think it actually super duper matters. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this into here. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to do File New. I'm going to create my golden wheat seeds as a 16 by 16 texture. They're going to be transparent background. We're going to hit OK. In this program, you click and hold the mouse button, the middle mouse button, to move things around, and you can use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. And then I'm actually up here going to do File Open, and I'm going to go find, oops, that's not what I want. I want to go up a level. I want to go up another level. I want to go find my downloads. Where the heck is my downloads file folder? Up. Downloads. Downloads. Okay, and then I want, where to go? It was called, what was that file called? Wheat seeds. Okay, so I'm going to grab that file. I'm going to open it. And now I've got this open in 2 tabs. So the 2 tabs is going to let me do some useful things. So I've got the colors from the wheat seeds over here. And factually, how big is this image? Oh, this image is 10 times bigger than I want it to be. So I can kind of count here. So that pixel is at 5040. So that's going to be at 5,4. So I'm going to take my pencil tool. I'm going to go into my sprite here. So pencil tool, I'm going to make these kind of golden-ish. So let's go find a nice goldy color here. Okay, so that seems like a nice gold palette. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that color there. And we're going to go to pixel 5,4. So that's this same spot as this one, and then it's 1, 2 pixels down. So 1, 2 pixels down, then over a pixel and 4 straight down from there. So, and those are kitty corner. So over a pixel, 1, 2, 3, 4 straight down from there, and 2 up. So that's that piece. This is a dirty way to do this. It would have been better had I opened the assets folder or something and found the actual file, but this was fast. So I'm just doing this. I'm going to go skip 1 from the double block, and we're going to go 3 down and 2 over here, and then we're going to skip 2 sideways. There we go. And one more thing. We're going to go up from the edge. And that looks like we're skipping, is that 2 or 3? This edge is at 120/80. So that's 12 8 in here. So that's going to be right there, I guess. Is that right? Something looks wrong there. Something's wrong there. It's that one. So I'm going to use the eraser. Oh, that's a bad idea. That eraser is way too big. So we're going to have to make our eraser 1 pixel here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and do a little block of 4 and a block here and a block there, and that looks basically like the wheat seed texture, but it's not colored very well. So now I'm going to go in here and color a bit. So I'm just going to add some like slightly more gold pixels and slightly darker. So some slightly lighter pixels through here. There is actually quite a bit to designing good pixel art. You really kind of want to think about a light source. You want to think about casting some shadow. So for me, I've kind of invisibly put the light source up here in the top left corner. I'm putting shadow down here. So I'm going to go ahead and make a somewhat darker gold here. And I'm going to kind of put those in the bottoms to give some shading effect to my wheat seeds. And I'm just not real happy with this guy. I feel like that bottom pixel needs to be a slightly deeper shade. So I'm going to make that one just a little bit deeper. I feel like these are a little boring. So I realized that I forgot what color that was. So I'm going to grab that bright color. And I'm going to get that guy a little highlight. And that feels pretty good to me. That pixel maybe is the wrong color. So maybe let's grab this guy and I liked it better the other way. Okay, so I've got some texture made. There's lots of design philosophy for these. My advice for you as the student is don't spend a ton of time making good textures because I am not grading an art project. I am grading a programming project. If you're not watching this video as one of my students, there are a number of design philosophies to follow for making good pixel art, and I am not the expert in that. So what I can tell you is try to do a good job with shading, use more colors than you think you ought to, and maybe don't make black outlines around things. If you look at the old Java assets, they oftentimes have a black outline around them. The more modern ones, which I think look quite a bit better, don't have that black outline. They have a much duller colored outline to make it seem like the outline is more part of the object. I find that to be pretty good. You do you. I'm happy with my golden seeds here, so I'm going to go ahead and save this file. So I'm going to save this, and I'm going to save it just in my downloads folder here. I'll move it later, and I'm going to call this let's call it golden wheat dot png. Oh, actually, sorry, let's leave the .png off of there and we'll just tell it to save as a PNG file. Okay, and now if I go look in my downloads folder, I should now have goldenwheat.png. We're going to drag that into our game window. I'm going to do the same thing with the with a golden egg off camera. So I'll have that file in a minute.